Former Kiambu Governor William Kabogo, I have never seen tweets coming in so thick and so fast. This man is calling it like he sees it. Once in a while, we need someone like Kabogo to tell us that the king is naked. Joe Watson Gakuo says, tell Kabogo that he is speaking for millions of Kenyans. Humphrey, all the way from Gatondo. He takes care of my car once in a while. He says, say hi to my good friend and Governor Kabogo. Kiambu, we are missing him totally. Ngatia says, give that man a gold star. It is time to get serious. Gabriel Muthuma, you say, Kiambu County chose Barnabas Waitito with eyes wide open. They are children of creative suffering. Robert Borale, you say, now that is a great leader, well articulated, sober in thought process, and on and on and on. You know, it's been a while since we had someone like you come and tell it like it is. You know, come on Imbaya.
Imbaya.
You know?
Yes.
So, the handshake happens.
Your best friend, Jeff.
Yes.
Is the one who tells you the truth, whether you like it or you don't.
So why do we surround ourselves with psychopaths?
Because we're stupid. Most of us are stupid.
Yeah.
Why do you want to go to the president and lie to him?
Yeah, to his face.
Yes.
And you call him...
And you want to tell him what you think he wants to hear.
Right.
And he's surrounding himself with people who should be advising him, not people who want to tell him what he wants to hear. And I said, Jeff, many months ago, this country is bigger than Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga. Get together and talk. I was almost lynched. I was almost lynched.
That's what you said?
I said.
Right after the election?
Before they went for the second round.
Before the second round?
Yes, because I saw trouble coming.
Yeah.
And I said, guys, swallow your pride. Call each other and speak. Was Kabado, Martha Karua, Kabogo, Ndongo Kithenji. We went to Norfolk and made our pronouncement. Man, Jeff, believe you me, for the next 1 week, I would never drive to Central Kenya.
What?
Yes. Traitor. Msaliti. Tulijua wewe ni mtu ya Raila. You see how we think. Yeah. Small.
Small.
Now the handshake.
March 9th. 6 months
later. It happened. Temperatures cooled. The only thing we need to watch out is we don't kill opposition politics in Kenya. Because someone got to watch over government. Someone's got to put an eye on government. For, you know, in government is not Uhuru Kenyatta. Uhuru Kenyatta heads the government. There are very many busybodies around there who would want to do certain things because there is no opposition. Yeah. Yes. But we are watching.
What happened to the rest of NASA, the leadership, the principals?
I'm not sure what country they are in now. But once in a while I see them. Yeah. Yes.
But they're quiet
so
as a mouse.
Were they serving Kenya or were they serving their stomachs? A big question.
Yeah. So soon after the handshake, you end up with your own handshake with the former Prime Minister.
Correct.
Very cordial, very warm.
A guy I admire for certain reasons. A guy who controls 5.6 million votes, Jeff. You cannot underrate him. You cannot underrate him. There must be a good reason why he commands such a following. Yeah. So it's important to talk. So since they talk, you tell me the truth, Jeff. Is the country moving slightly better than before?
100%.
Yes. We just need to get rid of some nincompoops around there who really are messing the country and stopping Kenya from moving forward. So I will tell the president, don't borrow for now.
Don't?
Yes, don't borrow for now. We seem to be in a hurry to prove to some guys we can pay that. The biggest four President Kenyatta can give Kenya is not his big four. It is the fight against corruption. That one big. If he can win that, Kenya will remember him for the rest of the generations.
So forget about the big four?
Forget about the big four for now. People are asking, you want to give us a rail from Nairobi to Eldoret. How will people benefit? Kenyans. Kenyans are worried about today. How much bread is going to be on the table, Jeff? Kenyans are not economists, most of them. But they eat, they feel, they need money, Jeff, to go to the supermarket. That is what is important to Kenyans right now. Yeah. Yes.
And what
Mr. President, he was the most popular president. Kenya has ever had about 2 or 3 months ago. Right now, let no one lie to you, Jeff. Guys are angry with him. And I know he knows about it. The way to fix it is not to reverse, because Mothamaki never goes backwards.
Correct.
He needs now to look forward and say, there are things we can do and there are things we cannot do.
Yeah.
Yes. Hold. We will build the rail. Hold. But are Kenyans going to be better off without that rail? In the interim, in the short term, Jeff, 6, 7, 8 months, we recoup, reorganize ourselves, re-strategize ourselves, get rid of the thieves, stop them from stealing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. There's some people who weren't happy with the handshake, and you could tell within those circles.
Yes, number one, those who made money and benefited from insulting the other side. They have nothing to say. Look at them today. Anytime they go to a barrio, they have nothing to say. Because he will not say Raila this, Raila that. They will not say Kenyatta this, Kenyatta that.
So they're stuck somewhere in small minds.
Yes. But Kenya is moving, Jeff. Kenyans are hard workers. You know, I felt terrible, Jeff. I watched on TV the other day. The president lit and burned some counterfeit goods. Very decisive move to stop people from doing counterfeits. But the effect of that has taken 4,000 families into poverty. People from Gikomba.
How so?
Because they imported, they bought, they didn't collect these things.
And they had paid for them.
They had paid for them. They had paid duty for these things. Who allowed them to come into Kenya as counterfeits? Only to end up in some auction place, only to end up being burnt. A guy took a loan in Equity Bank, 4 million shillings to do trading, and all of a sudden, he's done and he's gone. We could have given amnesty to these people and tell them, you've been scanned your eye screen, you've been scanned your fingerprints. If you do this again, you will lose everything. But for now, let's do it.
So you think this was a little drastic?
It has sent the message. The president wants to send a signal. You don't do this. But the effect of that signal has made very many people suffer.
So
right now in Gikomba,
yes,
there is no business, Jeff. Because we have very many people running out there and saying counterfeit, counterfeit that, and collecting all sorts of bribes from traders. So traders are living in panic and fear.
Yeah.
When is it that they will be happy about becoming importers? These things come from China. They are loaded onto vessels after due process, which includes inspection of quality and the like. So what is SGS doing in China? Inspecting and then goods are arrested here by government. What's not adding up?
Something's wrong somewhere.
Yes. And as a leader of Central Kenya, I want to tell you this, Jeff, I'm not tribalist. But these guys trading here are from Central Kenya, most of them. I want to send a message to the president. Let's look at this thing again. Yes. Let's define what can be brought into Kenya in black and white and let people do business without harassment.
Yeah.
Yes. Where taxes going to come from? Right. Do you think we're going to get enough taxes from Bitco? We need taxes from a larger volume of Kenyans.
Yeah.
Yes.
And these are the ones.
And these are the ones. So there'll be no taxes from those guys the next 1 year.
I asked you a question.
Only Mwangi Equity will be running after them now, like a wild card.
I asked you a question before the break. I said, so what is your role looking at 2022? Where do you see yourself? Are you going to run for the top office? Are you going to...
Jeff, that's a possibility, let me tell you. Honestly speaking, it's a possibility. I may not run as Kabogo, but I may run with a group of like-minded Kenyans who really want to take this country to the next level. Some guys got something to worry, man. I'm telling you.
Is that guy William Samoei
No,
Ruto?
it may be. What do you think about him?
Can you beat him?
In what?
For president, can you beat him?
Don't you think it's possible? David and Goliath, Jeff. Who won?
Right
Who
now,
won? David
right now
and
he is the front runner, my friend.
It doesn't matter.
Huh?
It doesn't matter.
Man doesn't sleep.
What is important, even if I fall down, I'll get up and make good and run.
Would you go up against him?
Did you watch the movie Forrest Gump?
Forrest, run, Forrest,
yes,
run.
Run, Forrest, run. Yes.
Great movie, great movie.
Yep. No one has monopoly of candidacy in terms of being a candidate. You don't have monopoly. That seat will be available for Kenyans. Who qualifies to become president? A Kenyan citizen, a voter, you know, all those conditions.
Yeah.
There's nowhere it has anyone's name.
So you would actually run for president?
I would, yes.
Would you be someone?
Won't you give me your vote, Jeff? Let's be honest.
Look, man.
Let's be honest, boss. Would you give me your vote?
Kabogo.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
Would you be someone's running mate?
I would be, yes. We may change the constitution so you don't need a running mate in this dispensation. What I'm looking at, Jeff, is a team that takes care of Kenya. Not our time to come and eat. Not our time to pay those who helped us campaign. Another mistake we made. This constitution, Jeff, we cannot manage this constitution. As I was coming here, someone tweeted, tell Jeff, they should tell the country, we have a state in America that has 38 million people, Jeff, with one governor, one senator, and one, what do you call MPs?
Is that California or New York?
I'm not sure, one of them.
Must be California.
Yes.
One governor.
One governor, one senator, one MP.
2 senators.
One. That's what I've seen.
Is that what he told you?
Yes.
Go
but
ahead.
I'm asking, why do we need 400 MPs? I want to champion. You're asking me what I'm going to do the next few months. I want to start change Katiba movement.
You want that?
I want to champion that. It doesn't require money. It just requires my time. I will start here and say, let's kill this business of all these MPs. We have 47 MPs. Every county, one MP. And this story about, you know, women, men, two-third thing.
Yeah.
Forget it in elections. This is an election, not an erection, John. You know what I'm saying? It's an election, 47.
So 47
representatives, so that we cover the point in the Constitution which says no taxation without representation.
There you go. Boston Tea Party.
So 47.
MPs.
MPs.
Governors.
Finished. 47.
Senators.
47.
Women reps.
None.
Why?
Why? They should go and buy. What women rep?
Okay.
We will represent them, women and men, just as it happens in the whole world. MCAs, why do you need all those people? Every constituency, one MCA.
So total is 141.
Every constituency, one MCA.
Oh, one MC, so 47 MCAs?
No.
Oh,
MCA is equal to the number of constituencies.
But you said...
You know, in Kiambu,
there's
for example,
290
in
constituencies.
Kiambu, for example,
Yes.
we have 12 constituencies.
Okay.
So we'll have 12 MCAs.
Aha. Okay.
Cut the whole other MPA, they're 92. Doing what? You know, we've seen them. I saw a very old Muse, friend of mine, going to benchmark in Russia, soccer. When will he ever play soccer, Jeff, honestly speaking? What was he doing there? I saw another lady.
Yeah.
She was expectant. What was she doing there?
Yeah.
Jeff,
Yeah. Maybe
why are we taking people who have nothing to do with soccer to go and benchmark soccer? The only guy who had a chance to go there, and I like it, was Murkomen. He has something to show.
Right. And Moha.
No, Murkomen has something better to show.
What is that?
He's unique. Murkomen is unique.
Unique how?
Haven't you seen him? He's unique. He's a very interesting guy. That one could bring some benchmarking. But all these other things, Jeff, you don't need them. 47 governors, 47 senators, 47 MPs, 291 MCAs, and we clean the country. Clean.
What about at the top?
Where?
They want to change the constitution to have a
You see,
prime
people
minister?
put the president under pressure. And I'm not speaking for him because he told me to speak. They twisted him. Guys who are out and failed like me, for whatever reason, rigged or otherwise, I'm out.
Yeah.
For lack of a better example, why is my friend Shebesh in government? Why is Ababu Namwamba in government? Why did we have to create positions for them? Because they supported us. This is arm twisting, and the president should allow himself to say, here we botched. This guy should go home.
Did they offer you anything?
No.
Would you have taken?
No.
Except this anti-corruption czar thing?
No, that also I'm only voluntary.
Yeah,
it's a voluntary
pro bono.
Thing. Pro bono, yes, without pay. You understand where I'm coming
100%.
from? We will save a lot of money.
Yeah.
Besides that, we'll save the stealing that is happening through some of these people.
Tell me something. What about at the top? Again, I asked you, changing the constitution.
One president, one nation.
That's it?
One people.
No prime minister or two deputy prime ministers or two deputies?
So that we can cover tribes. Yeah. Why are we going back to our tribes? Why don't I, Kabogo, join Musalia Mudavadi, join Sultan, join Munya, join Kenyans, come together and form government? Why do we have to worry about who comes from what tribe? Regional balancing that we have put in our constitution? Can we then therefore say it is election? And you have given conditions in elections? Yes. So Theresa May is the Prime Minister of Britain. Yeah. Not because she went through the women rep thing. No, she fought for it.
Correct.
I may not get ugali when I go home tonight, but it's a cause I'm willing to die for. You get what I'm trying to say?
Absolutely. We're going to look at the tweets because they're coming in thick and fast, Governor, thick and fast.
Ask Kenyans if they want to scrap all these positions. Kenyans will say yes.
You would support that?
Yes, I would start it.
You know, it is bloated. Let's face it.
I'm going to get very many calls from people who are thinking that I am not normal, Jeff. I am very normal. I know what I'm saying.
Gideon says, Kabogo needs a comeback to our great county. I am sorry I didn't use my brain on the ballot, but I have to endure all this pain till 2022.
He knows the pain. What can I say? Paul Esana.
Isaac says, kindly, Honorable Kabogo, comment on current governors. How are they performing?
Stop them from looting, those who are looting. Yes.
And there's a lot of looting going on, isn't there?
Yes, a lot of it.
Ganjoka, you say, what goes through your mind when you see the piling patients in Kiambu hospitals you left flourishing?
That's the only time I feel tears rolling down my face. They may not be physical, but it's painful, Jeff.
You feel it?
I feel it.
Okong Zablon, you say, Jeff asked the governor if he is in support of the looming referendum and also if he supports the abolishment of posts of Senate, women rep, and also, we talked about that.
I've said it.
We talked about that, yeah. Yes. You read the minds. Karaoke Charles, please ask Washimiwa to ask His Excellence through Treasury the amount of money the government has made through Railway Development Levy, RDL, charged on every import, money that appears nowhere in the budget, and we continue paying debts. I guess it's in trillions. Jude Msela, you know Honorable Kabogo was simply the best, but his foot soldiers really let him down big time. His arrogance in leadership is close to none, and Kenya needs that kind of arrogance in leadership. Okay.
His definition of arrogance is firmness. It's a synonym, probably.
James Kamau, Jenny 1. I wonder what's happening in Gatondo Reproduction Hospital, which he inaugurated last year of his term.
Part of the story, Jeff. Same story.
Some SMSs. And while we do that, Super Senator Sakaja has just texted in. He says, I'll read it in a little while. Viewer says, ask Kabogo to mention any tangible development he did in Kiambu. All he did was transferring jobs from Kiambu to Muranga and Machakos by making Thika Town as county headquarters instead of Kiambu.
I told you, Jeff, our nemesis will not sleep. That's how they work. Yes. He doesn't know what Kabogo did, but he has heard by you know, the whole country saying.
Yeah.
Kabogo did this, he did hospitals. Kabogo was the first man to digitize revenue collection, moved revenue from 700 million deaf to 2.7 billion in 2 years.
By the time
This
you're
guy
leaving,
is not from Kiambu.
by the time you're leaving, you had how much?
2.7 billion a year, Jeff, from 700 million.
And now?
I wonder what they collected last year, but I'm told it could not be more than $1 billion.
Good Lord. And the rest?
Wrong guy to ask.
You know, Dennis Wawero keeps calling me, man. Do you have something with him?
Dennis,
Yeah,
the former MP?
Yes.
Yeah, good friend.
Yeah,
Yes.
maybe he wants to talk to you, but he keeps calling me. Doesn't he know this is live TV?
Well, probably you should have invited him, eh?
Okay.
But you know, these guys miss me also.
I know they miss you. I know they miss you. Sir Nixon Ndongire in Kindaruma. Bwana Kabogo, you may have had many good dreams or vision for Kiambu. Do you share them somehow with the current leadership?
Yes, I do. We talk. When they call,
Yeah.
I give my mind.
When's the last time you spoke to Waitito?
Couple of months ago.
Okay.
Yes.
What'd you talk about?
Generally, how was the county going? How you doing? And any help I could offer, I'm available. That was it.
Okay. Njoroge Nyongo in Ruido. It is in order that Kenyans pay taxes, but this should be devolved to the county level in a way that Kenyans are educated and trained by KRA officials on how to credibly file their returns and how this money will help grow the economy. Okay, good
You know,
point.
he's talking about enlarging the tax bracket
Yeah.
to move it to the ground so that everyone else who is earning is paying.
Yeah.
Pay as you earn.
You
And that's an important move.
You know who else is calling now?
Yes.
Wafula Chebukati.
That guy is a guy who I'm not sure he knows where he lives. They put him under so much pressure.
Yes. Yeah.
What I like about it, he didn't break under that pressure.
Right.
I thought I would see the nerve break, but he withstood.
He didn't.
Whether it is for the good or for bad,
Right.
I'm not sure.
He didn't bust a nerve.
But he didn't bust a nerve.
Yeah.
Yes.
Emily from Thika says, Kabogo, please, Governor William, go for the presidency. Kenya needs your leadership. Tough, but Monanchi produce oriented. Come on, man. Okay.
Okay.
You would consider it, right? So, Super Senator Sakaja, he says, I'm watching. I differ on his specific interventions, but I agree with in principle. Agrees in principle. Let's think and recalibrate.
That is a good move. So it means I have triggered some
Yes, you have.
thoughts.
Yes,
I've
you
triggered some thinking.
Correct.
So ask him, tell him to come on. Let's get it on.
He's listening to you.
Yes.
You tell him.
Sakaja, let's get it on, man. Yes. I'm ready to talk.
Here's the
as you know, always.
Here's a message from...
Young, talented man, eh?
Very, very smart guy.
Yes.
Brilliant. It'll be a good team.
He will be a good member of the team. Yes.
Former Mwashimiwa Dennis Wawero, here's his message. He says, volunteer number 2, pro bono, to fight corruption.
Correct.
Pass
There
my
we are.
regards.
There we are.
Kabogo.
There we are. There we are.
You're already getting...
Pro bono support.
Dennis Itumbi.
Yes.
He says, ask Kabogo, now that he is saying he is done with Siasa, when do we expect a book? He has a lot to tell, from the George Thuo face-off to the Demon Saga when they forced Uhuru back to the presidential race, etc., etc.
This guy has knowledge. Eh? He has information. Tell him to volunteer also, pro bono.
For this movement?
Yes, for this movement, to take Kenya to the next level. What a brilliant young man.
Yeah. Yes. What do you do when you're not getting depressed?
Having fun and building homes. I've seen the president actually has witnessed signing of some PPP, affordable housing. I could help.
Yeah?
They are saying they will do 100,000 units.
Yes.
With support, I could do the same. Yes, I could do the same. We have new technology now that can do 100,000 homes.
Yeah.
Depending on how many formwork panels we have. It's expensive to start with, but over time you get, I could do a block of a flat in 30 days.
What?
Yes, I could. I'm doing it now. That's what I do when I'm not doing what I'm doing now.
Man, you have so, I mean, people are just, I've never seen so many messages, man. It's going crazy.
People are talking.
People are talking.
Yes.
Silpa Anyango, she hardly ever tweets. She's from Stanbic.
Yes.
She says, great show. Kabogo is great.
Join me. Let's take Kenya, Jeff, to the next level. Let's join Uhuru Kenyatta to fight corruption, real corruption, and take Kenya to the next level. Our big four is the corruption issue.
That's it.
Yes,
corruption,
that's it.
Corruption.
Yes, corruption. Because once we wipe it, we'll get the roads, the rail, and people will eat better, people will have better shelter, people will have housing, people will have better health care.
Once we get that money back. And all that money that's stashed overseas?
Yes. Yes.
Billions.
I also want to send a message to my friend, William.
Go on.
Man, 10 million shillings in a chicken auction, boss. That scared me. Honestly speaking, that scared me, my friend.
That's a lot of chicken.
That's a lot of chicken. Was it chicken or goats?
Oh, goats.
One of the two.
Goats. Yeah,
10.
10, Mike.
I imagined how many kids will go to school with that 10 million? Well, but I think the auction was to help healthcare or something.
Yeah, NHIF.
Yes.
Yeah. So maybe
we'll do better by doing it through policy.
we're not buying goats.
Well, part of it.
Frederick Okango,
Yes.
who is Ekuru Aukot's right-hand man. He says Kabogo should reach out to Ekuru.
Yes, but we do things practically, not in theory, Jeff. Kuro wants to be the official leader of opposition, yet he's not in parliament. How does that happen? The official opposition leader is Raila Odinga, who is also not in parliament, but he has run away from his job. Yes. But he's doing something good out there.
Enoch Wambua.
I saw he's going to see President Kaguta on the issue of Migingo.
Right.
Can he sort that? That would be good.
Yeah.
Because Migingo is Kenya.
100%.
Yes, it is Kenya.
We can't share it.
No, we can't. We shouldn't. We are, but we shouldn't.
Yeah.
Yes.
Enoch Wambua says, love him or hate him, there's something in Governor Kabogo that won't be found in many pretenders to the throne. Wow. Guy has guts and is proud of what he sees in the mirror. I could do this all evening, man. This is a great. I've never seen so many reactions.
Jeff, Kenyans are good people. Kenyans are feeling it. They just need to talk about it, get it off the chest, and then let's move together. That handshake, we should have embraced it and run with it. But some people are in handshake during the day, others are in handshake during the night and not during the day. Real patriots have taken this thing seriously. Let's run with it. Let's build Kenya. You know these guys who steal, Jeff, they don't steal alone. This guy has a bunker. Yes. Where the loot is coming from, there are Kenyans who work there. For example, NYS.
Yeah.
There are Kenyans who work in there.
Yeah.
For example, the maize cereals board. There are Kenyans who work in there. When money is moving, it is Kenyans who sign those forms. It is not so-and-so, the big man. No, it is simple young people. Bring those documents to us. In secret, send them to us. Yeah. Kabogo@kabogo.com. I will expose them. Jeff, I have nothing to worry about.
You don't fear your life?
Jeff, I was born, raised up, primary school, all that stuff. Got married, got children. Jeff, the last thing I'm waiting for is just death, nothing else. What else? In Kikuyu, you know what I'm saying? That is it. Translated, yeah. I am not going old to become, to get manhood.
Right.
That's already happened. I have done everything else in life. The only thing I haven't done is helped Kenya the way I would want to take it to the next level. And I'm happy that somebody is saying we helped Uhuru come back to the ballot. It is not a secret.
Yeah.
I was in that group. It is not a secret that when government was formed, or when we agreed with URP and TNA to come together, we were 5 under a tree at the Deputy President's house.
And then
I was there.
What happened?
We joined hands and we took government.
And then they kicked.
But I was very upset when Uhuru Kenyatta had given Mudavadi his position to run for president.
Yes.
And why I was upset, not because Uhuru is a good giver. And this is a picture you get of Uhuru Kenyatta. But the Uhuru Kenyatta that Kenyans are seeing today is not that Uhuru Kenyatta that we know. That day I asked Mheshimiwa William Ruto, you must leave us alone now. Because you were part of this game, but you didn't give up your seat. You gave up the seat of the president to go to Mudavadi, but you didn't give up yours. We sat there and negotiated until we came back and we agreed.
Wow.
Yes. But some of the things that are happening now, they should not be happening.
I'll end with this message from Uriero Manduli. Kabogo,
yeah, I know her, the beauty queen.
Correct.
Once a beauty queen.
Kabogo is the cornerstone that the Masons rejected.
That's biblical.
Why do Kenyans choose mediocrity and ignore the Kabogos?
Why do Kenyans? People are assuming it's Kenyans. Yes. But I'm happy that one would think of me as a cornerstone.
Cornerstone that the Masons rejected?
But let's say this, Jeff. Number one, God. Number one, God. Number two, God. Number three, God, the real God. You see people doing funny things, and on Sunday they run to church and bow and start crying. Yet they are so dirty. They stink, they reek. Jeff, God. Na kiboko ya Mungu ni kali, Jeff, ni kali sana. Na wanajua.
Yeah.
Tushikane mkono tujenge taifa.
Governor William Kabogo, good to see you, man.
You know, I've taken my daughter to Kiambu Hospital, or my son to Kiambu Hospital when I was governor.
You would have?
I would have.
Today?
No, never.
Shame.
Some people will hate me for saying this.
Sure.
Yes.
But it is what it is.
Yes.
It is what it is. Governor William Kabogo there. Listen to the man speak. This man, calling it like he sees it. Says, love him or hate him, he'll keep talking, until someone listens. And watch this space, 2022.
We are coming. We are coming.
We are coming.
Yes.
Thanks so much for
With
being a
or
part
without.
of this. Indeed. Thanks so much for being a part of JKL. You know, every Wednesday, a place to be is that where all 3 letters on the keyboard follow each other. JKL. Tomorrow morning, the premiere of the hottest breakfast show in all of Africa with a new co-host. Professor Hamo and myself will be kicking it from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. Please tune in and give the prof some support. Other than that, thanks so much for your tweets, for your messages, for watching, for being a part of this show. Good night. Good luck. God bless this great nation of ours. As the governor says, God first.
Yep.
Gaibere. Thank you, Gov.